time to do Shauna's impromptu astrology. We have the sun entered into Leo. It's time to celebrate, I mean, yeah, that time of year where, you know, it's time to break out into just feeling good. Mars went into Gemini. That's very, very, very expressive. People are going to start trying to get into talking at an aggressive pace. And we've already had, we have, see, Michael Jackson had Venus in Leo at 14 degrees, and we're getting close to that degree. We might have to do the moonwalk pretty soon. And that's fine with me because I am so sick and tired of how stupid everything has gotten, let alone how serious people take it, the stupid stuff. Never, unprecedented, I think. Unprecedented, whatever that means. We could try and just spell it out. What does that mean? But anyway, no, yes, we do have something. See, at least you breathe in and out. That is a really good thing alone to celebrate. To say, hey, you know what, we won. Where I live, I want a sanctuary, and I just think it's the same for humanity, right? I say I'm humanity, and I mean it. Um, so when I see like lights being put up in places, what I mean is because I live in the wilderness area, and the reason why we even come up here, I know we've probably heard this before, but there's many reasons, and it's just to go general. It's because there is not the same pollutants or pollutions that the city has. We like how quiet it is. We like how dark it is at night and how you can see the stars more than ever at night. And it's just infiltrating everywhere. And I'm wondering, does it ever stop? Do we find a way to create a sanctuary that doesn't do that? Now, I know that they've turned the entire Earth into an amusement park according to money. Like if you make enough money, you can go on an amusement park ride, which is anywhere from, a tour across the world. Depends on who you are, but how about the standard of just the cruise line, the cruising, and then some people are just not as active, but as long as you have money, you can follow the trail of trash that tourists are leaving. Apparently, the Himalayas, getting up to Mount Everest is just the main thing is get a job there. The locals are always cleaning up the problems that the tourism is leaving. And having said that, I see it around me here, and I am such a super sensitive person. I don't know if anybody is listening to me here that live up here. Like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for liking. Um, but I've been up here a long time. I don't want to really talk about this, but I guess I am. It is something to just observe. It's like, wow. So what's happening is that I'm finding that I'm getting more into my inner sanctum, which is what we've always done, right? I was born and reared in the city, and I know what it is to live down there, and I don't want that. See, it's kind of already rumbling, and it's like, a lot of stuff has escalated just in the last 3.5 years. Now, let alone, no, the rumbling started 25 years or 30, I think. Didn't ever used to be so ungodly loud. Just, it's like a pulsation of traffic happens, and it almost has gotten to where I know See, some people will try it with their GPS. Their GPS system tells them, oh, well, this is a shortcut to go from one big city, from the inner valleys to the big outer beach cities. And it's not a very good ride. See, a lot of people don't like the windy roads and how high it goes up and then down, and it could be snowing. And so I think I noticed a year that it escalated. It's like, God, this place is just not sleeping. That highway is not shutting up. It's a small town. It's anyway. But yeah, no, we've seen through advertisements a pulsation of activity going on. It's like weaponry almost. They say, well, let's advertise that there's a lot of snow over in that mountain range in this town and see if anything, of course, as far as this tourism is concerned, they sell 10 million more hamburgers than usual, and but no, that's hardly worth it. There's like a disaster going on where people only want to use the bathrooms, and then, oh my God, talk about the bathrooms, like don't eat the yellow snow, right? But they, this is the place to go like that. I mean, like what I mean is there is no ski lodges or nothing that, if anything, there used to be cross country um, skiers, and if you were smart, you would have at least your tennis rackets, right? I mean, the ones that you put on your feet, because well, it wasn't too long ago that it used to snow all the time, normally 8 to 16 feet. Well, in the 60s, 70s, it kind of tapers off when they start controlling the weather, and people don't want to talk about the weather. I know. See, I don't want to talk about the weather unless it's like, yeah, it's today. It should have rained, and I'm seeing um, decimated cells. What I mean is the stratocumuli, the stratocumulonimbus. That's the name of the big popcorny clouds that they get going with their own vortex and their own energy within them. And it's called organization, but they don't get to do that because they're being interfered with. The more that they put wind towers on the ground, the more, and especially the more that they are able to control the ionosphere with space, space oriented machinery. You see, they just to explain really quick, any of those cells, the stratocumulonimbus, that has vortexes, any rain cloud, a raindrop needs particulate matter to form, and a lot of times with those, particularly those big clouds, it's kind of going like this, and it's forming bigger and bigger, and it could turn into ice too. But see, they will shoot those big giant cells, popcorning. They will superheat them. Um, the particularly, just yeah, the particularly the aluminum and the nanoparticulate matter. They can direct around the nanoparticulate matter. I was observing it around here. I live on the west coast of the United States, and it's just the most brand new technology that they test and release here, including SpaceX, which is one of the biggest fucking chemtrail scenes you'll ever see in your entire life. Each time they let that off, it's just immense because, of course, they are going 30,000 miles an hour, and they're 30,000 feet high, like really quick, and so they're able to release across 600 to 1,500 miles. I wish I was lying, but and it's immense. You can just see it right in front of it. It's like, oh, we're all excited about it. We don't know what's happening there. Sharing the earth with something that's trapped here, and anyway, getting back to feeling. I know, I just think, and I feel how that we can reverse it. It's like, no, take some fences down, turn some lights out, uninstall that, please. Get rid of this. And, it's just trashing the place. And it's terrible. I am a super sensitive person, and I know there's somebody out there that could relate. Just the thought of it, right? I mean, it's horrible. Of course, we know to and it's really intense for me now. I'm gearing up for it. It's like, of course, it's fine, Shauna. Maybe. See, right now there's this dog barking. Sorry. That thing's been going for over a year. It's, see, the thing is I'm a super sensitive empath, and see, I'm hearing noises like overlaying that is, no, this is the result of just utter unconsciousness as far as people are concerned. And it's part of the thing that they've been working on. Like the controllers of civilization, that social engineer things. The dog owning thing. See, I think that the dog owning thing happened in the 50s too. It was escalated to have your poodle or your blah blah. Perhaps, yeah, by the turn of the 60s, it was kind of melting away. Of course, it's not good to party down with your dog, but it was in the 50s when they had the trends that they're just repeating themselves along with, yeah, namely, yeah, the 50s thing is interesting because you have materialism too that popped up, and you get your amazing amount of crap that you can get with money, which is exactly that. Who wants to lug it around? Do we really need it? Is it actually good quality? And the answer is no, no, no. Especially nowadays. I it's the world that has fashioned up. It's full of, you know um, no relaxation, right? You never see. This is what I really wanted to talk about. It took 12 minutes to get to where I wanted to say. Pardon me. How that we have a real life to get to, which is the spiritual life, and I'm here to tell you, it's like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, where's the sanctuary that allows us to be able to live within and without, say, I guess you could say it, mystical. But no, it's a real life. It's if you're around, away from the frequencies, and around Mother Nature, and then you're able to fashion it up and meditate. See, that's important to talk about. And to become a meditator and be in the environment of meditation, um, and around meditators, is all you need. God, having said that, please, God, where is this place? I need to know. See, there's a reason why I don't know if there is a place right now that's available for me. Um, there's a reason I don't know, and it's because there really is a place like that, wherever Amelia Earhart flew off to, never to return at all. Never seen again. Which, why not? I'm somebody who has experienced it, and see, the thing I'm holding out for is like, okay, so really, it turns around, right? I mean, see, one time a fire came through here. Somebody tried to burn the place down. It was when Trump was president, and they were doing a systematic, man, everything started just getting set ablaze. I will never forget the look of the sun one day through all the soot and the clouds. It was like, this is just looking like hell. But it's like a nuclear fallout. I don't know. The dinosaurs are warming over. I don't, getting their blast. Hard to believe how it cleared up. Something absorbed it. Where did it go? Anyway, I mean, supposedly we have enough trees, but boy, they keep cutting that down and getting back to being a super sensitive and trying to fucking deal with this. I'm telling you, I am somebody who is in full protest, pretty much. See, I don't do. See, I keep doing my amazing efforts to try and collect money here, and I'm only dreading. See, I'm trying to focus on getting all my Vimeo and PayPal and all that stuff, and I'm warning you right now. As soon as the universe, touches that and says, "Here, yeah, support me with support my creative life with I need money." No, it's going to collapse. Goodbye. Goodbye. Did you figure out how to camp out here? Do you like planet Earth? Do you like all of its provisions? What's going on, by the way? What is that? Because it looks like an insane asylum. Hello, minute 16. Thank you for your likes. My last one got 6 likes, and I'm wondering, well, where are these people? Who are they? And I love you. You know, I don't mean that like I'm getting an adrenaline rush. No, I'm not one of these people. See, I have a 369 conjunction with the Sun, Pluto, Mars, and there's an infusion there, and I'm a Mars-ruled person, and it's not necessarily addiction that I'm doing. Not more so than I shouldn't tell people this, but I'm okay. Not more so than mania. See, I can like just turn on a condensed focus, which is as good as dangerous. Really, I mean, you could just go into mania at any time, and really, it's industrious. I mean, I can do that, right? You know, the word mania has the word man in it. In fact, that's probably the only one in it. If you wanted to ask the sheep, what do you think that this word means? And they'll just look for the bird in the word man. Man is there. Mania. Isn't it spelled Mania? I have to really, in front of you, look in my electronic dictionary. Maybe. And I'm almost turning this into, you see, I'll do half and half of a video. I'll throw in my seriousness about the three, the, the full spectrum math that the English alphabet really is, if you include both the capital and the lowercase setting. And I think I'm double more enthralling when I just start speaking of it, because I've been doing this for a while. I think it's what I'm supposed to do. You know, it's like I get, I'm a pretty good communicator anyway, and it's here. You can look it up yourself and listen to what you're saying. Every once in a while, just tie it in. Especially when you say things like necktie. You're going to put a necktie on? You know, not even, see, we are so far removed from hearing what we are really saying that even the children think that that's fine. And thank God, because imagine how mentally disturbed they would get if they really got an image. Yeah. Hello, and how do you like the planets in Leo? See, I was going to talk about the Venus going over my ascendant, but it's too late for that. Now we have what's happening with this right here. This is called Sun going over your ascendant and your fire rising. See, if you're a fire rising, it's one thing to be Leo fire rising at like Donald Trump over there. 29 degrees, by the way. That's too much. Oh, God, talk about it. This, you know, Leos take the cake when we talk about astrology. Well, who's the control freak of them all, or even a narcissist? Well, it seems to be a contest between Leo and Scorpios. Not that Pisces is sitting there going, yeah, you don't include me because I am all of the signs in one. So I am all possible narcissistic traits inside of one single one. So I just think that they should be set in their own, in the audience saying, yeah, you wish, like we're watching it on like like they are the military and they're watching their own branch of entertainment stem off, and that's the many different genres of narcissism you have out there. Really, the entertainment system of it, really trying to get up out there. But see, Leo, um, everybody knows it's about Leo, and it's like that's too bad. Because they really try to be cool and everything. You really like it, but you can't. See, it's like a narcissist. It's like you just give them the least amount of attention as possible. Having said that, did you notice? I mean, hey, it's minute 20. Then it's a fight for your attention. That's what it is. It's like who, you know, and I've been noticing some kind of cool stuff. I love when they show the phenomena of animals getting more and more like amazing, interactive, and the way that it's like, man, it's good to just get the truth and the reality out on this thing, and that's what the camera is for. And are we getting through it? You see, can we calm down and make a little documentary on the poor little insect that you saved, and now it's your best friend, and who knows if that's the truth, but no, there is some real, and you can watch it, like it's projecting on it saying, no, this is possible. You can waste royal ass amazing time doing this, and I didn't just say it like that. Really, what I mean is like, really, I mean, you want to find something to do every once in a while that isn't politics or anything, that your education system did nothing suggested. You'd say, just you pick out what you want to fixate on and hypnotize yourself about. um, and it's suggested now at this point to do, yes, make it a living thing, like a life that you benefit from its reflection. If you took care of it, it will take care of you, kind of a thing. Like a rose garden, or look up in the sky. Every once in a while, crank your head up, do this, look around. Whew, God, with the vibration in the air. I don't know if you know, babes, when there's a global distraction, such as the presidents is cutting the ear off and sending it over here, and then one is turned off as a robot, and then here comes woman puppet, and just saying, and so right? You know what we have to do now, right? Okay, good. And it's like, well, the sad thing is, it's like that's going to work. This is how drugged down the fucking population is. Let's get back to um, how within that smokescreen. I mean, just a total chaos of crap. Um, they are amplifying the the, the hidden weaponry everywhere. Everybody is being. If you haven't noticed the ramp up in your neighborhood, or just maybe underneath your roof, did somebody just all of a sudden turn into a Mr. Smith, and you're like, I think it's so wow, I knew it. That's what the Pluto and an Aquarius thing, let alone it being an Aquarius, when it starts to go through Aquarius for the rest of our days here, like seems like 20 years, yes, and especially the next 7, right? But we're already catching a whiff of it, and this is what it is I've already kind of made fun of it. It's like, it's creepy, because it's going to purge out your friend is, hi, friend, hi, friend. Do you know who your friends are? Whichever friend. And really, the way you get the best friends is just to be honest. Be honest, upfront, vulnerable. Make yourself vulnerable. Speak it out. Express, because, yeah, piss people off. what is good for you, what your real friends are going to hear you eventually. See, that's what we're going through right now. It's good to talk about this. See, that it's good to just stress that, because that's what's, you know, all of humanity is resituating the so-called split thing. And now, are we going to find each other? Friend. Of course we found each other, friend. And it's like, you know how that there's fake people. There's people that just, they don't know how to be alone, and that's why they're there. They're not there because there's something between you genuinely. You have to watch out for that, right? We know about that, the narcissism thing. If it's that, what is it? It's just, of course, we need each other and everything, but see, uh, a lot of the system and stuff, it needs to crumble down because it doesn't even allow people to be friends. It's a mangling thing that it's like, can we see past that thing? That makes that yeah, it creates an overlay of everything. It just twists it up and turns it into weirdness. Like the saying goes, people get a really things or people get really funny when they get a lot of money, but it's really like, just that's the way money is. Now, did some people actually turn off their light? No, it's an illusion. I have a pole in front of me, and there's a little thing. See, all I have to do to not see the light. I already know this. My neighbors, my new ones, taught me. They tried to give me some sound cancellation. Like, you don't need to hear people screaming or that there's a fire coming or anything, and just go like this. There you go. Now you can't see. Oh, that's great. Right now, I mean, right now it just looks pitch black, pitch black. Go in. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that creature. Oh, that's so symmetrical. A butterfly. Oh, green, yellow, purple. Amazing. Antlers. Yeah. Oh, hi. Sorry, I just went into meta. Yeah, we're doing meta. I wish I was kidding, too. It's like, you know what? No. I would love for people to catch on to the first ones, the real trendsetters. They're living in your neighborhood. They might be doing something. It happens all the time, really. And why is it? This place it's the world condensed in that whatever yuppified pseudo-intellectual maxi zoom dweeby emerges from the outskirts, which is more like the inner reaches or the far reaches outward. Sorry, we're heading for some gymnasium. See, we have what I'm talking about is what this place is just, it's full of the programming that's like, oh God, you're definitely the world warmed over, like hell on wheels. You're a weapon. Just get a few of them up here together, and it's like, oh God. So much for the intention of anything and everything, really. Um, we'll be lucky to yeah, let's check it out. Though it's fashioned up, baby. Woo! Give a load of that. Now, did you get the farmer's dog food? Did you pick up on the farmer's dog food advertisements? Why? Babe, why is that happening to us? And who's the farmer? And whose dog is it? Really? Did we look at the dog and who's the farmer? Who is that farmer? Which farmer of what? So, yes, the astrology of August, which it's kind of early to look at the August planets, right? We're trying to get through July, isn't it? Aren't we? Once you have those debilitating, when you have the finishing up the debilitating Mars in Taurus, had no idea that's a problem, but I'm getting a crash course about that. And it's like, you know what, this is no good. I'm a Mars ruled person, and I say no to Mars and Taurus, man. No way, please. I hope we can all recover. Can we communicate? No, I think it's okay. We did get, with it hitting Uranus, we got some kind of an electrical shock. I mean, chink. I think somebody was too relaxed. Now it's time to listen up. And yes, we have, see, when Mars will be conjuncting Jupiter in August at 16 degrees. And that's all I have to say. I mean, that trines my moon. I hope that I can bring you better comedy. I'm a comedian overall, and I'm best when I have all of my modes through which I can just make an amazing skit, I guess is what it's called. And unfortunately, we might have to get really serious. See, I already know what I need to do. It's like, Shauna, aren't you leaning towards camping out at the courthouse for the rest of your life after you cash in? You know, of course, you're going to be raising a lot of money, but it's not about the money by then. By then, you know your language, and you're moving into the Death Star. You know that you might be the only one that can do it. And when you see what's going to be happening this time next year, see, this time next year we have Neptune has. You better enjoy, babes. You better enjoy Neptune being at the 29th degree of Pisces, which is the very last zodiacal degree of all the zodiac. Pisces is the full tank, is the ocean of all of this horse crap from everybody's consciousness. That's what evolutionary style astrology is just from 1 to 12. By the time we get to 12, babes, if you know, it's true. If you know a Pisces, you are privileged because they are really interesting people. Yes, you look at the genre. I think a lot of them are mad scientists, especially really good artists, very versatile people, though, but inventors in general. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if you can remember right that Tesla might be one, maybe. I don't know. We have to look at that. Let's see if I can find Tesla's chart right now in front of our faces. But just wanted to stress how, yes, that in Pisces, very special because we're learning about our true spiritual lives. And did we get into it? See, once we do, and that's what I tried to tell you, and I didn't even tell you about it. It's minute 32. There's, it's so different than what there's a big distraction system out there. It is 100. I think I've tried to tell you about this, babes. 100% distraction down to your friend over there who says, can I come over? Oh, I just want to come over. And it's like, no. Did you know you're coming over right? And did you know it's a full moon right now? And that if you're doing it right, you raise your vibrational frequency, you get your downloads, and it's almost like, you know what? The way that the spiritual warfare goes is like, no, these people are programmed to get in your way. The whole world is a. Did you know that it's just not going to be hid anymore. It's not something that has just come up either. And it's never going to end. This is just the way it is here. It's like, well, if you don't like the kitchen, the heat, get out of the kitchen. You're in a certain kind of room or realm here, and this is just the way it is. Did you qualify it? Did you? Hi, friend. Friend. Did you turn into a human being? And if you see, because if you do, you too might be able to be beamed up, Scotty. Here, get your crystal going somehow. Just keep praying every night. Scotty, beam. Scotty, beam. Scotty, beam. Because where do we go? Besides for the courthouse, camping out and then storming the place and say, boy, I'm so excited about taking my right to remain silent and everything. Yeah, so can I have my place of truth where um, it's all happening? I mean, explain to me, where can I go? I bet. See, I'm just about ready to all of humanity is always trying to tell you. See, this particular yawn means that good ass prana, baby. It's just as good as like any psychedelic. Because what I'm about to tell you about Neptune going into Aries, um, Let's just get a glance at it. See, I love doing this. It's like, okay, here's January, February. It's amazing. This is the most living book you could ever pick up and see how it's a living book because it's they call the Bible a living book. It's like, no, this is the living book, babes. You have all truth in there. You look at it. It's not satanic. You want to know what satanic is? Something that says, I am the truth, but it's not like saying, "Oh, this is the truth." See this right here? There you go. That's creation of creation for you right there. Those numbers and those symbols. Same thing with words and scripture. If you say that that is the truth and not pointers towards the truth, pointing at the moon, if this says it's the moon, that is antichrist. Yep, that's called antichrist. See, I know I'm getting all serious about this because some people on Facebook, I don't know, I get set off there, right? Because there's a certain combo that you're gonna have to know. You're gonna have to know your language. You're gonna have to know what you're talking about. Pardon me. Another psychedelic download we're getting into. It's important to express ourselves and really open up. Get your when you breathe really deep and just breathe it up all the way from the and hold it. Something happens with your hairs on your pineal gland, and ignore the visuals. Try to catch those visuals. I mean, do it, do it, do it, do it. Just do it. You're probably not noticing something, and you need to start noticing something. I'm not saying to space out and get all weirded out. No, but you do have a real life to get into. What if you could start remote viewing or something? What if the lotto numbers were to flash in front of your eyes if you asked some spirit guide to just go look through the paint at the ticket over there? Or I don't know, oh, God have mercy. Yes, do astrology, babes. You can definitely win the lotto. I'm just not interested in that. Getting back to Neptune, we look at it and it's like when that thing goes into Aries, talk about camping out on the freeway naked with your guitar. Why? Spiritual movement. Everybody knows, yep, look at this bullshit. And they just say, yeah. How? What happens? Well, enough people experiences their real lives that you don't know. You might even find superhuman qualities emerging. After we wake up